Okay, so now we're going to do part B. Yay, part B. This music is awesome. Y equals, this is what we got last time, 2 times x plus 2, quantity squared minus 3. So we want to graph this. And we're going to remember all of our little rules. Remember, number 1 is our horizontal shift. Number 2 is our horizontal stretch or compress. 3 is our horizontal flip. 4 is our vertical flip. 5 is our vertical stretch, compress, and then 6 is the vertical shift. Okay, so now we take a look at our base function, which for the purposes of this chapter is always going to be y equals x squared, because this is essentially, once you get rid of all the fancy stuff, it's just a little x squared trying to be something more than it really is. So do we have a horizontal shift? And the answer is yes, we do have a horizontal shift because we have this plus 2 that's going on directly inside here. So that's our plus 2. So that's going to be, remember, since it's a plus 2, we're going to go 2 units left. This horizontal shift compress, there's nothing going on like right here, so no. The horizontal flip, there's no negative sign, so there's no horizontal flip. There's also no vertical flip because I don't have any minuses sticking out in the front here. Now the vertical shift, or I mean the vertical stretch, I do have. That's my 2 sticking out in the front of my whole function. That's going to affect me vertically. And since it's a vertical, that means I'm going to stretch. That's a stretch instead of a compress. Stretch 2 units. Or it's not really units, but stretch. Ah, I moved. Stretch by a factor of 2. And the vertical shift, I do have that. That's my y equals 2 x plus 2 squared plus 3. So basically what happens is I have a plus 2, then I multiply it all by 2. So I'm going to do my horizontal shift, my vertical stretch, and then finally my vertical shift. Okay? So let's take a look, and it's going to be a little bit of flipping back and forth, but it's just unavoidable. So I'm going to start off with my base function right here. So base is going to be my x squared, and it goes, and I'm going to mark my points here at 1, 1, and negative 1, 1, and 0, 0, just so we can watch what happens. Alright, now my step 1, the horizontal shift, x plus 2 squared. So 1 is y equals x plus 2 squared. So again, that plus 2 means we shift 2 units to the left. So 1, 2. So my new point, that one is going choop choop like this. So this is my point that is now negative 2, 0. This one, does it help to have different colors? Goes, oops, goes choop choop. So it's now over here at negative 3, 1, and this one right here has gone over to, hey, stop that. No! Choop, choop. So that one has now become negative 1, 1, and we'll go along like this. Okay, so there's that one. Okay. Next, we've got our vertical stretch, so nothing happens to 2, 3, and 4. So now we've got our vertical stretch, so basically everything's going to get pulled by a factor of 2. So we can do our little XY table. Is this how we did it? I think so. This is our old. These are our new. Since it's a vertical stretch, our x points are going to stay the same. So our points were negative 3, 1, negative 1, 1, and negative 2, 0. All the x's are staying the same. But then y's are now becoming like 1 times 2. And 1 times 2. And 0 times 2, which is still just 0. So our new points that we're going to plot are now negative 3, 2, negative 1, 2, and negative 2, 0. Okay, so those are the points that we're going to plot. This is going to be this is 5 in case that's kind of getting lost. That's going to be our new stretch. So our 2, 0 still is just 2, 0. It's clinging to that x-axis. Our 3, 1 has become our negative 3, 1 has now become negative 3, negative 2, or positive 2, excuse me. And our negative 1, 1 has now become negative 1, 2. Okay, so you see we've got a stretch. We've now got a leaner, stronger, taller function. Okay? And we'll see if we can kind of sneak in a little bit over here and have a stretch. Do you stretch this way? Not really sure how to do that. Apparently, I'm not good at it. Anyway, we'll just try it again. So my last thing is going to be a vertical shift. So that's the plus 3. So that's, I never wrote that, but that's 3 units up. Right? Did I do this wrong? Yes. Oh my goodness, this was not a plus. Is that why you've been confused? This was a minus 3. Minus 3, because that's what it says right here. So 3 units down. Okay, so if you've been confused for a while, that's why. Sorry about that. So 3 units down. So basically, all these points are just going to get shifted down 3 units. My 2, 0 is now going down 1, 2, 3. So comes down to here, negative 2, negative 3. My point up here, this 3, 2, has come down 2 units, or 3 units. So it's now negative 3, negative 1, that's a comma, negative 3, negative 1. And this one has come down 3 points and is now negative 1, negative 1. And then we draw it all in here together, and we've got a super happy fancy function, and this is the final graph. That would be the graph of the function y equals 2 times x plus 2 quantity squared minus 3. So that's the graph of that function, and don't you feel fantastic? Okay.